Hello. Today we're reviewing this movie called Sita Ramam, a Telugu movie that we watched on Amazon Prime today. It's also running in some theaters across. Um, I just have one profound thing to say about the movie. It was beautiful.
I'm going to begin with a different kind of question. Uh, could you rate a movie, let's say 9 on 10, and then never watch it again? And that's happened to me before as well. There's a movie called La Bella Vita, Life is Beautiful by Roberto Benigni. And it's brilliant, that film. The first half is sensational, I mean, roll on the floor, laughter kind of stuff. And but the end somehow just broke my heart, and I can never bring myself to watch it again. I think Sita Ramam is going to go down in that zone for me because it's beautiful. It's a visual delight. It's a such an unusual story, so beautifully narrated, but just tears your heart completely apart. It's like the masala chai that I make in the morning, where I take different spices and I put them in and I pound them, and this one kind of takes your heart and just goes like that. But it's gorgeous. So,
Exactly. Him saying that is unusual.
so Dulquer, Salmaan, and I mean, how big a fan of his are we now? I mean, the movie has maybe two or three different parts to it or threads to it. It begins with this really haughty, kind of arrogant girl, the granddaughter of a Pakistani army general, who is in London and who does an act, and she's asked to apologize and she refuses to, rather insisting in 1964 that she would rather pay a sum of 1 million. Goes back to her grandfather's place to kind of seek the money from him. She had left in a huff some time back when he had packed her off to London, and she returns to find out he's no more. And he's left her with this one task: a letter that that someone called Ram from the Indian Army was supposed to had written to someone called Sita in Hyderabad, and it had never got mailed. It had basically been returned a couple of times. And then she is entrusted with the task of making sure that letter is handed over to the recipient, Sita. Otherwise, she gets nothing from her grandfather. Against all her wishes, against every instinct in her body, she is forced now to go to India. This is now in 1984. Did I get the years wrong? Yeah, 1984. Sorry, the movie is setting, the original story is set in 1984, and then she's in Hyderabad. She's trying to find out who this person is and how to get the letter to her, and through this she learns of the story of Dulquer, Salmaan, Ram, and Sita, Mrunal, Thakur, and yeah, then there's just one surprise after surprise, and the main story obviously is set in 64. It's now 20 years hence that she's kind of putting the pieces together. What did you think?
Like you mentioned in the beginning, it was narrated, it was picturized. Everything was so beautiful. It was done so well. I mean, all these little surprises that came along, they were just right. And each song was a visual delight. You just felt like, it was in Telugu and we would see the subtitles, but that didn't matter. I mean, we just wanted to just hear it, just go with the flow kind of thing and see them.
We didn't press the fast forward button even
Not
once.
even once, yeah. That's saying a lot.
For a 2 hour 43-minute movie.
Exactly. And it was so emotional. I'm still, reeling from that downpour of tears and stuff. So, I mean, what a movie.
But it's gorgeous. It's lovely. It's a fairy tale, and I wish more tales like this were told. I wish this is the movie that is nominated for an Oscar from India's side, and not a masala standard kind of a film. I mean, what a movie! I think the director and story writer's name is Raghavapudi, and man, congrats! And what performances from at least the three main leads were outstanding. I mean, Mrunal Thakur. I'm sorry I hadn't seen any of your movies before, but your next one for sure is going to be on the watch list.
Absolutely.
DQ, we were already your fans.
Already fans, yes.
Not much to gain for you there. I'm sorry, but yeah. I think this, for me, the cinematography, the songs, the sheer visual delight this movie works a charm. Transports you back to an era. Very few movies kind of really do that now. You can sense the commercialization to a degree. In this one, you sense purity. I don't know how to...
And even that topic of the Pakistan and India thing at that time, it was handled very sensitively, very, I don't know what other word I can use. It was very soothing. It wasn't jarring, showing any one of them in a very unusual light to make them out to be something,
I don't think people are painted as bad guys just for the heck of painting them as bad guys.
Just for the heck of that, yes.
Or to suit a narrative. I think what was nice was it was pretty balanced. You understood in a way how things happen.
Yes,
so, yeah.
yes. So
your rating?
9, of course.
Oh, okay. My rating's 9 too.
Well, thank you so much, and look forward to getting your comments. If you watch it, must watch.